Okay, guys, we are going to take a look at similarity rules for triangles. This is your IXL for today. Remember, you got some options up here. You've got learn with an example, where they're going to show you an example like in print form, and then there's watch a video, which is a different video than the ones that I make for you. So lots of resources here. Let's take a look at our first problem. It says, are these triangles similar? I'm noticing that I've got two angles marked here, two angles marked here. Normally, or previously to this lesson with similarity, we had to show that 6 things were true. We had to show that all 3 pairs of angles were congruent or the same or equal between the 2 triangles. And we had to show that all 3 pairs of sides were not equal necessarily, but that they were in the same proportion. We had to write 3 sets of fractions, simplify those 3 sets of fractions, and then make sure that they were all equivalent fractions. So we've got some shortcuts for this lesson. Let me pull them up. Our first shortcut is angle, angle. And then we have side, angle, side. And then we have side, side, side. The only one that is really in the running for this one is angle, angle, because there's no sides marked here. So let's see if we can find 2 angles between these 2 triangles that are congruent. If we can, then we're going to say that they are similar. Okay, so right off the bat, I am noticing that the 99 here and the 99 here are the same. The 30 and the 35 are not the same, but we're not going to say no just yet. Remember, we have the triangle angle sum theorem, which tells us that there are 180 total degrees in every triangle in existence. We could use that to try to figure out what h is, for example. Let's see if we can find h. So to do that, we're going to take a calculator and we're going to do 180 minus 99 minus 35, and let's see what we get. I'm hoping we're going to get 30. That's what I'm hoping. Let's see what happens here. So 180 minus 99 minus 35. Ooh, it's equal to 46, unfortunately. Okay, so that means that these 2 triangles do not have 2 sets of angles in common. And really what I'm looking at is I've got this 30 over here and there's no matching angle for it. This is 99, this is 35, this is 46. There's nothing to correspond with the 30. We're going to say no. They're not similar. Okay, here's another one with angles, just angles. So we're going to try for the angle, angle. See if this works out this time. Okay, so I do see that we have, whoops, I see we have 99. I'm sorry, 91 and 91. These 2 are not the same, 32 and 38, but let's see if we can figure out what Q is, or H. I'm going to do Q though. We're going to see if we can figure out what Q is, and maybe Q is equal to 32. If so, that would be really, really cool. So we're going to grab a calculator and we're going to do 180 minus 38 minus 91, and that's going to give us Q. So 180 minus 38 minus 91, 51. 51. That means that I, 32, does not have a matching angle, so these are not similar yet again. Okay, let's try again. We're getting like the same problem over and over again, or problems that are very much alike. 98 and 98 are matchers. 48 and 53 are not. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to do the triangle angle sum theorem to try to find I. So we're going to do 180 minus 98 minus 53. 180 minus 98 minus 53 is giving us 29. 29, and these are not similar. Again, 48 has nothing to match up with over here. 29, 98, and 53, we're going to say that these are not similar. Okay, how about this one? I'm hoping we get one that's similar soon so I can show you guys. We got 96 and 96, okay, and then we've got 30 and 26. So let's see what we can do here. Let's find I. Triangle angle sum theorem. Let's find I. So 180 minus 96 minus 26. It's 58. This is another one where we're going to say no. Not similar. Okay. How about this one? This one's cool. Look at this. 31 and 31. No other numbers, so you might be tempted to say no. But look, V and I have these single tick marks. That means that they are equal. Those two angle measures are equal to each other. We don't know what they are. We can't find H and U using the triangle angle sum theorem, but guess what? Using the angle criterion, we can say that these are similar, okay? All we need is to know that two pairs of angles are the same. Now that we've said yes, they're going to have us write something called a similarity statement, okay? So here's what you're going to do. You're basically going to write the three letters for your first triangle, but when you're writing them, kind of say out loud, articulate what it is that you're doing, all right? This is what I do. I say to myself, well, I'm going to write V. V has a single tick mark. Then I'm going to write W. W has an angle measure of 31 degrees. And then I'm going to write U, and U has nothing on it. Okay, so I did tick mark, 31, nothing. Do the same order with this one over here. Tick mark, that's letter I. 31, that's letter J. And nothing, that's letter H. Okay, so just put them in the same order. Notice once I'm done, I can check it. The V and the I are both the first letters, and the V and the I have the same mark, right? The W and the J are the middle letters, and they both have 31, and the U and the H are the last letters, and they're both blanks. Don't be tempted to do alphabetical order. We want to just do it just like I just did. Okay. Ooh, cool. Here's another one. Oops. So we've got 93 and 93. And look at that. We've got 31 and 31. We don't even have to use the triangle angle sum theorem. Okay? We already have two sets of corresponding angles. So yeah, these are similar. We're going to write our similarity statement, and I'm going to articulate. Articulate just means talk out loud to yourself what I'm doing. So I'm going to do the 31 degree angle, the 93 degree angle, and then the blank. Okay? I'm going to do STR. 31 degree, 93 degree, blank. Do the same thing over here. 31 degree, G. 93 degree, E. Blank, F. And hit submit. Okay. All right, so how about this one? This is interesting. So we've got 94 and 94, 57 and 52. Let's use the triangle angle sum theorem to figure out what U is. Just to see if these are even similar, because they're asking us not if they're similar, but if they are similar, by what rule, right? SSS, SAS, or AA, or if they're not similar, then we're going to say none of the above. So let's figure out what U is. So we're going to do 180 minus 57 minus 94. 180 minus 57 minus 94 gives me 29. 29. So these are not similar triangles because look over here. The 52 has nothing to match up with. This is 57. This is 94. This is 29. We're going to say none. So don't say angle, angle, just because it's got two angles marked. You have to go through the process to see if they are similar. Okay, cool. So this is our first one that's not angle, angle. This is one where we've got sides with an angle in between them. So this one might be side, angle, side. Let's dig in a little deeper. For it to be side, angle, side, it's got to have a pair of angles that are the same. So let's check that off first. And we do have that. So K and F are both 88 degrees. And then we are going to make ratios or fractions out of the sides, out of the pairs of sides, and we're going to check to see if they are all in the same ratio. We're going to use our Desmos calculator. So on the left, I'm going to take the bigger of the two sides. I'm going to take the 64, which is bigger than 48. And same thing over here. I'm going to take the bigger side, the 72, which is bigger than 54, and let's make a fraction out of those. And you can do it in any order. Just keep it consistent. So I'm going to do 64 over 72. And then we need to be able to compare this to something. So let's do the other set of sides. So we're going to do 48 and 54. We'll do left over right again. Keep it consistent. 48 over 54. Let's put these into the Desmos calculator. So 64 over 72. Click on this little circle. 8/9 is what that simplifies to. I'm going to write that right here. 8/9. And then 48 over 54. Let's check that. 8/9. Hey, so cool. Okay. Look at that. So these pairs of sides are in the same proportion. The angles are the same, so these are similar. And now we're going to write our similarity statement. Okay, so remember, we want to put these in the same order. So I'm going to do IKJ. Okay, so IKJ for my first one. I know that my F has to be the middle letter because K is the middle letter. So for this one, I started at I and I went across, and it's really helpful if you've already marked your picture up, right? Because you can say that you go across the pink side to the peak and down the blue. IKJ. Remember, talk to yourself. I'm going to go across the pink side and down the blue. GFH. GFH. And we'll hit submit. Awesome. I want to see, we don't have very much time left on this recording. I want to get to, we could have done that one. I want to get to one that has side, side, side. I'm going to try to jump around here a little bit. Let me see if I can find one for you guys. Okay, I'm back. I paused the recording so I could find one. And this is what I want to show you guys. So for this one, this is the third type. All of the sides are marked, none of the angles. So if anything, it's going to be side, side, side. But let's see how we can determine that. We're not just going to click side, side, side. We have to check all of the ratios first. So let's start writing fractions, and then we'll head over to the Desmos calculator and we will check them. I'm going to start with the biggest side. 72 is the biggest number out of these three, and 64. And then we'll do, maybe we'll jump to the smallest. So then we'll do 36 and 29, okay? And if those two are the same, then we'll check the 54 and the 49, say. Okay, so I'm going to start with the blue. 72 over 64. And then the pink, 36 over 29. And we'll put all of them up here. And then the one that we didn't highlight, the blank, these are the middles. 54 over 49. Okay, heading over, 72 over 64. That's equal to 9/8. These are not going to be similar. I'm already thinking that. 36 over 29. Click on the circle. Yeah, that one doesn't simplify. 36 over 29 is as simplified as it gets, and these are not equivalent fractions. 9/8 is not the same. These are not the same numbers as 36 over 29. Now, the original sides don't have to be the same, but their simplified fractions need to be the same. So this could have been side, 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 but they're not similar, so we're going to say none. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Good luck, everyone.